Bolo Shri Ganesh and Bhagavan ki jai. All will stand as we join together and sing in the Arti. Om Jai Ganapati Deva. Om Jai Ganapati Deva. Prabhu Jai Ganapati Deva. Vigana Vinashana Swami.
Vigana Vinashana Swami.
Sukha Sampati Deva. Om Jai
Ganapati Deva.
Parvati Putra Kahavo Shankar Sutta Swami.
Prabhu Shankar Sutta Swami.
Gajananda Gananayaka.
Gajananda Gananayaka.
Bhaktanayannugami.
Om Jai Ganapati Deva.
Vedi Siddhi ke Malik Moshak Yasvari.
Prabhu Moshak Yasvari.
कर जोरी विनती करे.
कर जोरी विनती करे.
आनंद युसवारी.
ओम जय गणपति देवा.
प्रथम आपको पूजक शुभ मंगल दाता.
प्रभु शुभ मंगल दाता.
सिद्धि हो ये सब कारज.
सिद्धि हो ये सब कारज.
दरिद्र हत जाता.
ओम जय गणपति देवा.
सुंदर सुंदला दुंद दुंदला मस्तक पर चंदा.
प्रभु मस्तक पर चंदा.
कारज सिद्ध करावो.
कारज सिद्ध करावो.
का तो सब बंदा.
ओम जय गणपति देवा.
गणपति जी की आरती जो कोई नर गावे.
प्रभु जो कोई नर गावे.
दारू का कह भावती.
दारू का भावती.
निश दिन सुख पावे.
ओम जय गणपति देवा.
जय गणपति देवा. प्रभु जय गणपति देवा. विघ्न विनाशन स्वामी.
विघ्न विनाशन स्वामी.
सुख संपत्ति देवा. ओम जय गणपति देवा. ओम जय गणपति देवा.
ओम जय गणपति देवा.
ओम त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव. त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव. त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव. त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देवा. ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम. बोलो श्री गणेश भगवान की जय. उमापति महादेव की जय. सियापति रामचंद्र की जय. जगत जननी श्री दुर्गा माता की जय. बोलो सनातन धर्म की जय. Devotees, you may kindly take your seats. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Narayanang Namakrityang Naramachaiva Narutamam. Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye. Devotees, Once again, we all gathered here tonight to worship the Supreme Brahm by the name of Shri Ganesh. Before I commence reciting the Katha, we'd ask each and everyone to try to picture that beautiful form of Lord Ganesh in your minds as we chant these verses which are dedicated to his worship. Om Masumukha Shaikadantashta Kapilo Gajakarnaka Lambodarashta Bikato Bigananasho Binayaka Dhumraketuragana Jaksho Bhalachandro Gajanana Dwadashaitani Namani Yapate Trino Yadapi Vidyarambe Vivahi Cha Praveshe Nirgami Tata Sangrami Sankate Chaiva Viganata Chanajayate Shuklam Varadaram Devam Shashivaranam Chaturbhujam Prasanavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vigno Pashantaye Abhipsitartha Siddhyartha Pujito Yasura Surai Sarva Viganaras Tasmai Ganadipataye Nama Shivatanai Varishtama Sarva Kalyana Mudati Parashu Kamalahastam Shobitam Modakinaha Arun Kosomamala Vyalaya Gyopavitam Mama Hridai Nivasam Shri Ganesham Namami Vakratunda Mahakaya Koti Surya Mama Prabha Aviganam Kurume Deva Sarvakarishu Sarvada Viganeshwarai Varadai Surapriyaya Lambodarai Sakalai Jagadvitai Nagananai Shruti Yagya Vibhushitaya Gauri Sutai Gananat Namo Namaste Bhaktarti Nashana Parayai Ganeshwaraya Saraveshwarai Shubharai Sureshwarai Vidyadharai Vikatai Chavamanaya Bhakta Prasan Varadai Namo Namaste Namaste Brahma Rupaya Vishnu Rupaya Te Nama Namaste Rudra Rupaya Kari Rupaya Te Nama Vishwarupa Swarupaya Namaste Brahmacharine Bhakti Priyaya Devaya Namastubhyam Vinayaka Lambodaranamatubyam Satatam Modaka Priya Niraviganam Kuru Medeva Sarvakarishu Sarvara Avahanam Najanami Najanami Tavarchanam Pujamachaiva Najanami Kshamasveti Ganeshwara Bolo Shri Ganeshanda Bhagavan ki jai. Those who were present last night would recall we stopped where Lord Ganesh was explaining the difference between the Shukla Paksh and the Krishna Paksh, the bright and the dark half of the month, and the significance of these things. Before we begin tonight's Katha, let us join together in the chanting of the Ganesh Stotram. Anand, here we go. Yato nanta shaktera nanta jiva Yato nirgunad prameyad gunaste Yato bhati sarva trida veda vinnam Sadatam Ganesham namamo bhajama Yatashvavira se jagat sarva vetos Tatatapsano Vishwagopta Tatendra Dayo Daitya Sannaga Manushya Sadatam Ganesham namamo bhajama Yato Vanahivano Bhavurabho Jalancha Yatah Sagaras Chandrama Vyoma Vayu Yatah Stavara Jangama Vriksha Sangra Sadatam Ganesham namamo bhajama Yato Danava किन्नरायक्ष सन्नग्रा यतश्चारण वारण स्वापदष्ट यत पक्षिकीता यतो वीरगष्टा सदा तं गणेशं नमामो भजाम यतो बोधेरा ज्ञाननाशो मुमुक्षु यते सम्पदो भक्तसन्तोषकस्यो यतो विघ्ननाशो यतः कार्यसिद्धि सदा तं गणेशं नमामो भजाम यत यत्र पुत्रसम्पदो वाञ्छितार्थो यतो भक्तिवेद्यस्तथानेकरूपा यत शोकमोहौ यत काम एव सदा तं गणेशं नमामो भजाम यतोऽनन्तशक्ति सशेषो भवो वा धराधारणे नेकरूपो च शक्ता यनोनेकदा स्वर्गलोकायिनाना सदा तं गणेशं नमामो भजाम यतो वेदाचो विकुण्ठता मनोभि सदा नेतिने तिथितायं गृह्णन्ति परब्रह्मरूपं चिदानन्दभूतं सदा तं गणेशं नमामो भजाम यतोऽनन्तशक्तिरनन्तष्टजीव यतो निर्गुणाद् प्रमेयाद् गुणस्ति यतो भाति सर्वा क्रीडाभेदभिन्नं सदा तं गणेशं नमामो भजाम सदा तं गणेशं नमामो भजाम सदा तं गणेशं नमामो भजाम। बोलो श्री गणेश भगवान की जय। Many years ago, many years ago, we were doing a bhagavad. And in those days, we never eat the cooked food. Never eat that junk they're cooking. Chana and aloo, pumpkin. They'll kill you with that. People still wanted that from it. So we used to go in the back of the house and put up a picture in. Soup. You name it, that have it. What green, what ripe, what brown, what make a difference. So one day my father came down in the back to see what we really doing in the back there. Only to find out he gave up the food he was eating and he started using the soup now. One day I made a joke with him. I said, how come when you're reading a Bhagavad, any foolish pundit who come to the Bhagavad, you put them on the Singhasan and give them a chance to read? Why wouldn't you give me a shot at it? And he never answered it. Never. Until we reach home, after the Bhagavad finished. So let me tell you one thing. If I put you on a Singhasan to read a year, who you think them people come to hear? You say, me? Say, no. They come to hear Basdev's son. They come to hear you. They come to hear Basdev's son. Never sit on a Singhasan if the audience expecting somebody else. When you climb a Singhasan, be on your own merit. Work for it. When you go, you don't need me next to you. Go on your own merit. And I live by that. And the reason I'm telling you that is my son came from England and we wanted to do a one night before he go back. And from the time he say Ramayana, you know I vex. Because Ramayana is not my thing. This singing and that is not my thing. Anybody who know me will tell you, singing is not my thing. So he said he will read. I said, okay, fair enough. I said, well, come and show me what you're reading, what you plan to read, and I'll give you some instructions. I want to feel important. He says, let me tell you something. I know more Ramayana than you. So I really don't need your instructions. I said, okay, fair enough. But fair enough. He wouldn't show me what he prepared. I had no clue what he was going to do. This he was here the night. So when my daughter sat next to me, And you know when somebody gone in for you, what it does do? Dad, kind of better than you, you know. And that, I can't answer Sheena Mandir. So when he finished, he said, I'm going to sing a bhajan that my grandfather liked. And he sang it. He said, my dad will help me. But now sort of feel good. So when he finished, I said, all right. I said, son, let me tell you something. You asked me to accompany you. We're going to sing over the same bhajan now. And I want you to accompany me. You play second fiddle to me. He had to go along, he can't tell me nothing. But the point I'm trying to make is that everybody have their own individual idea what they think this thing is. Everybody have a own different thing. There's something called Sai Nodan Daktilo. Sai Nodan Daktilo. Whatever that is. So we're going to find out how much for it. It costs you about $3,000-$4,000. So say if I stick everybody in the mandir with a $10, I could put the difference. Right? That's not a bad idea. Unfortunately, Sai Nodan Daktilo means dubras. You rather buy it, it's free. And that is all Ganesh wants, dubras. Sai Doktan Daktilo. That's it. Like the bush name or whatever you want to call it. So today I was reading up on the Ganesh Tattva. And nothing that is offered to Ganesh is really important except dubras. Nothing. No flowers, no modak. All that is only kisa. But dubras is the most important thing in the worship of Ganesh. That alone, nothing else. So my advice to everybody, we only have a few days again. 3 days again. When you come, bring a little bit. Put it right in. That is all. There's no mantra for it. Just put it right in. And you'll see the difference yourself. We begin tonight with Raja Varenya saying to Lord Ganesh, Bhagavan nada do mohyam tavanana vibhutaya oktam ta aham aveda sasarva sopi veditaha. O Lord Ganesh, from the mouth of Narad Muni, I have heard about the different glories of yours. Now, Narad had a curse. And the curse was, he couldn't stay one place for long. He had to always be on the go. And yet, I heard from him all these wonderful glories. Uktamasta aham veda. Some of them I know. Not all. Nobody knows all. Nobody could tell you they know all the glories of the scriptures. Nobody knows that. Even the man who writes it don't know it. And the reason is, Nasarva sopi avetitaha. For many of your glories are not even known to Narad himself. Tvameva tatvata sarava veti sita dviradanana nijamarupa madanamami vyapakam chara darshanam. What is called the Ganesh Tattva? All the devatas have that. There's a Hanuman Tattva, Vishnu, all have it. Through the Ganesh Tattva, you are the only one who knows who you are. This is the moment. Grab the moment now. Vetisata dwaradanana. This is a very auspicious time. And I would like you, Nijarupam Madanimme, in this most auspicious time, Vyapakam Chara Darshanam, I want you to show me that form that nobody has seen. In chapter 11 of the Gita, when this discussion was taking place between Lord Krishna and Arjuna, and I specifically say Lord Krishna, not Lord Krishna, because the word Krishna is a woman. Krishna is Draupadi. Krishna is Lord Krishna. It have no I in the end. So when I listen to people talking about Hanumana and Ganesha, I have a clue what they're saying. Just the name and you're saying it wrong. Could you imagine? Rama. The word Rama doesn't even appear in the Ramayana. And Lakshmana doesn't appear either. Any word that ends in A with a name is a female, not male. So Rama is Lakshmi. Arjun had made the same request. Manyase yadida krekyam mayadrashto miti prabho yogeshwara tato me tvam darshayatmanam abhyayam. And Arjun had a way with words that if you really sit down and analyze the Bhagavad Gita, really analyze it with a fine-teeth comb, and you go through the 18 questions that were asked by Arjun, and you go through some of the comments that were made by Arjun, how Lord Krishna didn't strangle he on the battlefield, God alone knows. He did everything to get strangled. He says, if you think that it is possible for me to see that form of yours, Darshayatma Namabhyayam, reveal to me that imperishable form. If you think it possible. You're asking God if it's possible? We talking to Falai Napala? Lord Ganesh says, Ekasmin mayi pashyatvam veshwameta chara chara nana sharayani dibhyani pura drishtani kena chet. O King, know me alone. Look upon this movable and immovable universe. There are many divine forms you are going to see. In ancient times, no one has seen it before. Now, that is the same statement that Lord Krishna had made in the Mahabharata. Arjun, you are going to see the universal form which no one has seen before. And on the Gita program, I raised that issue. That might not be totally true. So my co-host says to me, are you saying that Lord Krishna was lying? I said, let me ask you a question. The day before the war, when Lord Krishna went into the palace to try to convince them not to have the war, didn't he show the universal form? He said, yes. I said, did Bhishma see it? Yes. Did Vidur see it? Yes. So how come the next day he says to Arjun, no one has seen this before? And I throw you off with that. What Arjun was going to see was never seen before. The universal form in action. What they saw is just the universal form. That is the picture. That is just the universal form. But if that comes to life, and the action it would perform, only who see that sees the universal form in action. That was the issue. Everybody saw it, but nobody saw it in action. Only Arjun saw that. Pashyame partha rupani shatashota sahasrasha nana vidhani dibhyani nana varana kritini chaha. Behold, O Arjun, this magnificent form in various colors, in various shapes, in their hundreds, in their thousands. Lord Ganesh says, Jnana chakshurahamatedya srijami swaprabhavata charama chakshu katamapashin savibhumhyanamabhyayam. O great King, for you to see that form of mine, the universal form, if you look at that picture carefully on the left-hand side, you will see the face of Ganesh. You will see the face of Shiva. There is no such thing in Sanatana Dharma as many gods. Let me explain something to you. My name is Vikram. I am the son of Basdeo. That ain't going to change, even in my next life. I am also the sibling of so-and-so. I am the husband of so-and-so. I am the father of so-and-so. I am the friend of so-and-so. I am the guru of so-and-so. I have 7 different functions. And then, the 8th function, I am the enemy of all. Yeah. I'm not 8 people. I'm still one person. The same thing with God. There's only one God. But for different reasons, he assumes different forms. An attachment is developed towards certain forms. Let me explain something to you. A few nights ago when I was talking about which name of God is really the greatest, Ram or Krishna. And I said Ram. Simply because now I know for sure that when the great issue took place between who could circle the earth first will get this fruit, all Ganesh did was write on the ground, Ram, and walk around it 21 times. The name of Ram represents every single thing on the face of this earth. That's how powerful that one name is. Ram only killed one Ravan. Only one. Rama say bara Rama ka naam. And since then, the name of Ram is killing Ravans every single day. Every single day that name is killing people. Demons. What could be more powerful than that? Does that mean that Ram is not Krishna? Does that mean that Ram is not Ganesh? Or Ram is not Shiva? Or Shiva is not Ganesh? Don't get caught up in that. That's for foolish people to debate, not smart people. So this, what you need is something called Jnana Chakshu, the eye of knowledge, the eye of wisdom. Srijajami Swabhavataha. Because I am the one who is here, there, and everywhere. When we say that God is omnipresent, it means God is everywhere, right? If God is everywhere, how come we don't see him? So because you don't see him, means he's not there. It doesn't mean that at all. You need to buck up and get your act in order for you to see him. But he's always there. He says, Charama Chakshu Katama Pashyain. I am the ancient one. I am the unborn one. But I say to you, Ma vibom hyanna mabhyayam. You cannot see me with the physical eyes of which I have blessed you with. God has blessed us with physical eyes. We are supposed to see everything in the universe. Everything in the country. We're supposed to see it. Okay, fair enough. If you look to see the sun, try your luck. Try your luck. It's right in front of you. And you still can't see it. Natumam shakyase drashtum ninaiva swana chakshusha debya dadamite chakshu pashyame yogameshwaram. The very thing Lord Krishna said to Arjuna. These physical eyes that you have, you cannot see me. But since you want to see me, I will show you what you want to see, Arjuna. The problem is, be careful what you wish for. It could happen. Brahma says, Tato Raja Varinya Sadibhya Chakshu Vaikshata Eshita Paramamarupam Gajasyasya Mahadabhutam. Raja Varinya, according to Lord Brahma, started to meditate upon that supreme form of Lord Ganesh. And meditating upon that supreme form of Lord Ganesh, he got the opportunity through the divine eye to see the impossible. To see the impossible. In my best day in playing cricket, nobody could convince me a batsman could score 400 runs in one inning. One batsman. That is possible. I see it happen twice. Nobody could convince me a batsman could score 500 runs in an inning. It happened already. The impossible becomes possible. I've seen her watching a match on television, on, what do you call it thing, YouTube? And India, playing in England, in Lords, give England 200 runs to make in 64 overs. It have no way in the world England going to lose that match. India bowled them out and win. The impossible becomes possible. The same way, through the divine eye, the impossible form was seen. In Bhagavad Gita, Sanjaya says to the blind king, Eva mukta tato rajan Mahayogeshwaro Hari Darshayamasa Parthaya Paramam Rupameshwaram. O King, having spoken, that supreme master of yoga revealed that divine form for Arjun. He also saw it. Sanjaya. Asankhya Vaktam Lalalitam Sankyam Grikaram Mahat Anuliptam Sugandhena Divya Bhosham Avarstrajam. What Raja Varenya saw, countless heads, a sweet fragrance coming from that form. His body was covered with divine ornaments, divine garments, and divine flowers. Devyam malyam baradaram devyagandhanulepanam saravashcharamayam devanantam veshwamato yahamukam. In the Bhagavad Gita it says, that body was covered with divine garments, anointed with different divine fragrances, full of wonder, and having faces on all sides. The Ganesh Gita says, Asankhya nayanam koti surya rashmidita yudam. Koti surya again. Tadaramena trayoloka dreshtastena pritagavidaha. He saw countless eyes on the body, millions of times more brighter than the sun. And at that very spot where the king was standing, he saw the three worlds in that form. Varenya says, Dreshtashvaram paramarupam pranamaya sa nipo bravi Bhikshamata vadeyasmin devan rishiganantinaha. Seeing this beautiful form of yours, I make salutations to this form. O Lord Ganesh, through this body of yours, I am seeing before my very eyes the Devatas, the Rishis, the Munis, the ancestors. Patalanam samudranam dvipanam achaiva bhubritam maharshinam saptam cha nanate sankule vibho. I see the 7 lower regions, the 7 oceans, the 7 continents, the 7 mountains, the 7 rishis. I see them all before my eyes, all compressed into this one form. Bhuvo antariksha swaragashta manushyo rasa rakshasan Brahma Vishnu Mahindrashta Devanajantu Nakedaha. I see this earth. I see beyond space. I see the celestial planes. I see human beings. I see all the creatures of this creation, demons. I see the celestial beings, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Indra, the Devatas, and many other creations. If you go to the Balkan of the Ramayana, when Sati met with Ram, that is exactly what she saw, She thought Ram was a little boy. Whatever makes she think that? Right? And all Lord Shiva did, without even saying a word, he just bowed his head to Ram. In passing. They didn't stop. They didn't talk to each other. And at the moment of passing in his mind, Lord Shiva said, Jai Sachidananda Jagapavan. Victory unto thee, the embodiment of truth, bliss, and consciousness. Victory unto thee, O Master of the creation. That is all he did. In his mind he said that. And Sati heard what he said. And that threw her off completely. And she says, you are the master of the universe. Everybody worships you. And today you call this child the master of the universe. Something not adding up here. And all he said, leave it alone. Don't dig up what you don't know nothing about. Leave it alone. But she could not give up on it. He says, listen, go on test Ram. And you'll get your answer yourself. And that was the biggest mistake she made. Biggest mistake she ever made. In chapter 11 of the Gita, he says, Pashyami devas tava deva dehe sarvas tathabhu tavishesha sanghan brahmanamisham kamalasya nasta mrishishta sarva nuragashta divyam. Arjuna had said, I behold this beautiful form with all the celestial beings. Brahma seated in the lotus, Lord Shiva, all the rishis, all the celestial beings. Anadyananta lokadi mananta bharajusheshakam pradeshaptal sanakasham prameyama purotnamaha. I see all the different planets, Raja Bharenya says, existing on the arms of your body, blazing like fire, illuminating the entire creation. You, the one who is loved by all. It is not easy to see a form like this. I've always told people that. A lot of people have this misconception that Hanuman is a fellow seen down below a tree with a tangerine hand, bowling Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Daina Hanuman. That not even close to being Hanuman. The Valmiki Ramayana describes Hanuman as a colossal beast. That when Sita saw that colossal beast, she almost fainted. When Ram saw it, he started to tremble. He was shaken when he saw the real Hanuman. Hanuman said, Lord, don't worry, man. I'm your servant. I'm nothing like you. He's a colossal beast. But the artist's impression we have is the same thing like Ganesh. You really watch a murti of Ganesh, really pretty to look at, man. Really, really pretty. Now see that transform into a universal form now. That's not something you want to see. The much time I ask people if you want to see God's face, and most people say yes. I have no desire to see God's face. None. Never had it. Same thing like people talk about going to India. Babs, let me go in there. We? Who is we? Not we. Me ain't going there. I have no desire to go in there. I have the opportunity to go to Vrindavan, right? In the so-called temple where Krishna lived in Vrindavan. The Swami said, Pandit, you don't even have to walk with a US dollar in your pocket. Everything made available for you. All you have to do is meet me in the airport. I said, nope. No desire for that. None. My daughter told me one day she wanted to go to India. I said, carry your mother with you. You aren't going? Nope. So when they reach India, she called me one day. Haridwar, Rishikesh, somewhere up there. She said, Dad, I'm going to bathe in that water. And she mother trying to convince she not to go in that water. Water flowing down from the mountain, with everything it have in it. Real power. You know what she turned around and tell she mother? Who daughter you think I is? I is Vikram's daughter, Just tell me don't do it, and I go in and do it. She jump in, Right? I say, all I want you to do, bring a bottle of Ganga Jal for me. I don't want you buy a bottle of Ganga Jal. Buy a bottle and you dip it in there and fill it for me. I still have it. You say, but so much people you ask for it. Say, yes, that is true. But you are the one person I trust. That's the difference. I'm not saying that the other people who brought didn't bring it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. Absolutely not. I was doing that yagya, in that picture there, when I was reading that yagya in 2016. Swami said to me, I'm going to give you a bottle of Ganga Jal. That's okay. I said, are you sure that is the real thing? He said, I feel that myself. That's good enough for me. And as I almost walked out the mandir, I said, something else missing. He said, you won't get it yet. Leave it alone. It's okay. How he know what I wanted? I didn't even get a chance to ask. He said, no, go ahead. Next time. I said, we'll not have a next time. He said, we'll always have a next time. When you're ready, it will be waiting for you. Remember I sent you in the temple one day to get something for me? Where it was? What did Swami give you? You can't remember. Some little stone, saligram. That is, he took that out of the Gandaki River himself. Anybody who go in a store and buy a saligram, throw it away, it ain't no good. You cannot buy a saligram. A saligram has to be given to you. And I'm one of the fortunate people. When I tell you fortunate, I born lucky. I have a saligram in the shape of, you know the peanuts that's be in the shell? Identical shape, just black. I have one with a human jaw on it. Actually feel the teeth. And then I know how to worship it in the month of Kartik. So I just do my stuff. Afraid to dead now, so I just fix my business. And then one day I got the shock of my life. Who face I saw in it? I say, oops, take it easy. That could be flukes. Next year, same face. Following year, same face. That is the real thing. He said, never. I know what you want, but not yet. You are ready for that yet. You understand? They have a lingam in the mandir in Wilton, Connecticut. If you see that lingam, you get weak. Just watching it alone, you get weak. And they have a Rudraksh mala around it. Big, big beads. So 54 beads. And for no reason, one night, I got in an argument with a pundit from India. We were doing what is called the Mrityunjay mantra jap. We started 6 in the morning and finished 11 o'clock in the night. Non-stop fire, you know. A big pit in the yard, non-stop fire. At some point, you're going to lose track of checking. You must lose track. And the Swami said, never make that mistake, you know. Do not make that mistake. I said, so how do we prevent that? Right? He said, when the Pitri Shraddh finish, and we sit down to do the Hawan, I will tell you what to do. And as we start the Shraddh, the Hawan, he phone ring, his Swami. Whether it was accidental or intentional, I don't know. But he get up and he walk out and he push the book in front of me. I take over, full blast. And when we started to do the job, he tell the pundit from India, give the mala to Vikram. The pearl mala. Pretty. Every time I hold it, it feel good. I said, the only place this could go from here is in my pocket. I don't mean that. And you know when we finish, that's exactly what the pundit said. Gotta give me back that mala, you know. I said, what do you insinuate? I just want to know what you know what the word insinuate mean? Say no. Say, thank God you don't know what it means. You understand? They see everybody like that. They see everybody like that. A little child was making Ganesh murtis. They had a summer camp. It's the prettiest Ganesh murtis I've ever seen made out of clay. If you see a little children doing it. So tell one of the little girls, how much you want for that? But don't bake it. Take it just so. So why don't go back in the country you come from and get one? Indra, the answer I wanted to give that child, I only remember was in America. If she was in Trinidad, I'd arrest her, slap on she. Trust me, I would have slapped she down. That is how dirty-minded those people are. Don't let nobody fool you. Them have no love for God in them. Love for God for them is business. Don't let them fool you. When Indians come from India here and see what we do for bhakti, they just get weak, you know. I did a Sahasranam for a few of them. And the fella said, all he said afterwards, whoa, whoa, this Trini know his stuff. You understand? They see us as rubbish. One called me the son of a slave. I went in a sports shop next door and bought a baseball bat in Liberty Avenue. And I went back in the store and said, I would like you to repeat what you just said. I'm going to shove this down your throat for you. You call me the son of a slave? I am not the son of a slave, my friend. Maybe in India all you is slave, not me. Don't link me to be with all you. I have always said that I would have loved to see my great-great-grandfather and hug him up and tell him, thank you for getting out of that hellhole. Thank God you come out from there. My father went to India when I was featured in the Times of India, you know, on the cover of the Times of India. You know, you believe that? A Trinidadian pundit. Right in the middle, you know who the other two people in the picture? You won't believe who the other two people were. A fellow from right in the Caribbean named Fidel Castro and a woman named Indira Gandhi on the Times of India front page. You know how they describe the man with the churki from Trinidad? A man with a pigtail. That is how they describe churki in India, as a pigtail. You can read the article right on the shirt, right behind me there. Right? So they're not ready for this. This is fete and bacchanal for them. Arjun says to Lord Krishna, Anika bahu daravatra netram Pashyami tvam sarvato ananta rupam Nantam na madhyam na punastavadim Pashyami veshveshwara veshwarupam. I see this entire universe. I see your stomach, your eyes, your mouth, your eyes, fire. I cannot, when I look up, I cannot see the beginning. I cannot see the middle. Nor can I see the end of this form. Kiriti kundalam daram dunirariksham mudavaham etadasham cha vikshayatva vishalavaksham mahaprabhu. Rajavarenya says, when I look at the crown on your head, my heart is pleased, O Master. This is what I am seeing. What have I done in my lifetime to see this? I could give you stories that you wouldn't believe in. Mirel Pandita here, Ramesh, big fat fella from Rio Claro. We're doing a Bhagavad together. And on the first day of the Bhagavad, before the kata started, I said, those two things going to happen for this whole Bhagavad. I said, where is that? I said, could you survive on 2 hours sleep? I said, yep. I said, good. I need 5. So I will sleep for 5 hours. And you wake me up. And then you sleep for 2 hours and I wake you up. You watch my back. And I will watch your back. We didn't even get a meal to eat in that Bhagavad. Not even a single meal. You don't believe that? In Trinidad, when we want to use the washroom, we had to go next door in the bar. You could believe that happened to me? A lot of things you wouldn't believe. My father came home from a Bhagavad one day. And if it's one thing in that man's lifetime that he cherished, was the Bhagavad Puran. When I tell you cherish, don't touch that. He don't care who you are. Don't touch it. One day I told him, I said, when you're dead, I will take it from you. He said, idiot, when I'm dead, you will do that. But when I live in, you will not touch it. I said, but I'm your son. He said, so, where's your point? There's supposed to be a point you're making there. And that man put on the Bhagavad on the table. He says, take it. What made he change his mind in 7 days? The way he was treated in that Bhagavad. He was treated worse than an animal. And that was the last day work he ever made. Never worked again. He said, let me explain something to you. The same thing that people have done to me, they're going to do it to you. I said, okay. I said, so how do I defend myself? He said, don't worry about you, you know. You go take care of yourself. I just wasn't prepared to fight the way you want to fight. That wasn't innate here. He was doing up, you see that picture, there's a picture, you see that picture there? Where he sit down in front of a blue altar? That was taken out in Rio Claro Mandir. He was doing a Bhagavad there for one of the most prominent families in Rio Claro. And I went to Ecclesville in the cocoa estate. So you can imagine where it's like to cutlass cocoa, toad cocoa in the rain. You don't be smelling nice. That's the kind of perfume, when you smell it, it could kill you. So he said, when you're coming back home, stop off in the mandir. Tom was there. Taking out pictures. I said, okay. So I went in the mandir. I really didn't want to go inside. I have a little track between the mandir. I'm going down the track. I said, where the pundit? They say, it's somewhere in the back. I said, go and tell him Vikram here. Say, who is Vikram? I said, you just tell him Vikram. He's going to know who Vikram is. So he come outside. Tell me what you had to tell me. What to do, what not to do, who to pay, who not to pay, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. And the lady who hosting the Bhagavad come outside. She didn't know who I was from Adam. I ended up doing her funeral when she died too. But she didn't know who I was. So all my father said, I will never forget that. He said, I forget the name he called. She said, lady, see this? This is one of the young aspiring pundits. Fella programmed to be a genius one day. And she said something stupid. I have no respect for young pundit. Them only looking to run a man. That's what she tell me in my face. My father know what was coming out after. I said, lady, let me ask you a question. Who is your guru? And she called the guru name. I said, but your guru just take away her man wife. Right? When my father come home, he was all smiles. I see all he teeth in his mouth. I see all the grandfather teeth, all the great-grandfather teeth in his mouth. He said, I wanted to tell that lady that, thank you for telling she. You understand? People prejudge you. And I will fight back. You know me. I'm not taking that stupidness from anybody. I deserve better than that. I went to do a puja in a house, and the lady tell me I was a wayward son. Yeah. You could repeat that? Yes, you was a wayward son. In I pick up my handbag, I walk out the door, and I walk up the hill. Right down the road here. And one day I met her mother in the bank, and she said, but how come you don't talk to me again? You don't. I said, lady, your son described me as a wayward son. I am not a wayward son. Right? She go home and tell she daughter that the daughter deny it up till today, she does still deny it. Come here and crying, big tears. I say, well, rain falling the way the yard wet. You think I go make up a story like that? No. People treat us the worst they could. And it's your ability to fight it is what makes you who you are. How you fight back to that. There's always negative outside there. And this is what Varenya is saying. Tell me what I have done to have this as a vision right before my eyes. Sura vidya dare yakshay kinnare munimanushay nitya vidyapsaro beshta gandaravegana tatapara. The devatas, the scholars, the yogis, celestial dancers, singers, they are all rendering service to you. I always know, if I can't trust upon it, something wrong. Something wrong to me. If I can't trust upon it. I had a bad habit. Anytime I do a yagan upon it, I'll put them to sit down next to me. The fellow who is the pundit in Rio Claro Monday today, when I put you on the singhasan, I thought it had an earthquake. The whole singhasan started shaking, man trembling. I said, one boy, he said, I'm nervous. Foot shaking. And were you nervous for? I don't want you to say nothing. Just shut up. He said, but I can't say nothing. Why are you shaking so? Frightened. Because he sit down next to me. Today, he just batok me. Now, I put a pundit on a singhasan next to me in a yag. The night I doing chapter 9 in the Gita. I could read chapter 9 even when I dare I could read it. The man teeth my glasses. You believe that? Vivek? You believe that? A pundit sit down next to me and teeth my glasses? And then turn around and tell the host who having the yag, why you call a pundit from south to read the yag? It has so much good pundits in the north. And all the hosts tell him, name one. And he couldn't come up with a name. So to spite the host, he teeth my glasses. Kaluk is a nice yog. Ami hitvam sura sang beshanti kechedabhit pranjalayo grananti swasti yukta marahasa seda sangha stunvanti tvam stutabi pushkalabi. This is what Arjun didn't want it to see. When Lord Krishna told Arjun, be careful what you wish for, Arjun saw the end of the war before the first arrow was fired. They are all rushing into your mouth out of fear. People are trembling. Some are glorifying you. The rishis, the siddhas, they are all shouting out your name. Vasurodraditya Gane Siddhasardaya Modayutai Sebhyamanam Mahabhata Drikshamanam Suvisamatai. The 12 Adityas exist in this form. The Siddhas all exist. They are all doing service unto you with great devotion. When I see this, O Lord Ganesh, I am surprised. In Bhagavad Gita it says, Rudraditya Vasavocha Sadhya Veshvesha Srinau Marutashta Pashta Gandharva Yaksha Suraseda Sangha Bekshanti Tvam Vismatashchaiva Sarve. The 11 Rudras, the 12 Adityas, the 8 Vasus. The 8 Vasus were strange, 8 strange characters. That whilst they in the heavenly planes, they decide to tackle Vasishtha Muni and thief cow. They divine people doing nothing. Not fellow like me and you. So 7 of them back out on the last moment. And the 8th one said, we don't reach hell, we thief it. There was no malicious intent. They just thief it to see what Vasishtha is going to do when he opened his eyes from meditation. When he opened his eyes, he know what to do. He called the 8 of them. He says, for what you have done in joke, you don't understand the serious consequences involved. When I was learning Hindi, in this book, there's a story. What is fun for the boy is death for the crappo. You know what I mean by that? The boy have a stone in his hand and he pelt in the crappo. That's fun for he. But if he hit the crappo dead, you know. He says, you will suffer for this that you could never imagine how you're going to suffer. You are going to go to planet Earth and you will see what is real suffering. And the 8 of them went to Ganga and tell she what they did. And she said, whoa, all you need real help. She said, well, we want you to help me. So she decided to come down on earth to be their mother. And when she got married to Raja Santanu, the condition of that marriage was, regardless of what I do not question me. And the man-in-law, he stupid. He said, no problem. First child born, she take him and throw him in the river. But drug him. Well, the man get weak. Every time she had a child, she throw it in the river. And he looking for a child to take over the kingdom. When the 7th one was destroyed, when she was going to destroy the 8th one, he couldn't hold back anymore. And he blasts from her side. Says, you know, she tell him, you are the stupidest man I've ever met. Had you shut your mouth, the next child you had would have destined to be the leader of that kingdom. But you open your mouth. That is the 8th Vasu. That child became Bhishma. He is the one who thieved the cow. You know how much hell Bhishma see in his lifetime? Bhishma saw the built up of Hastinapur. He saw Hastinapur being destroyed piece by piece and couldn't say a word. And Draupadi told him that. Today you want to talk to me about morality and integrity. When they were stripping me in Hastinapur, why didn't you open your mouth? And Bhishma just laughed. He said, I thought you were smart, but you're not so smart. And she blamed Bhishma for the Mahabharata war. The person who has to take all the blame for the Mahabharata war was Draupadi and nobody else. Draupadi wanted to destroy them fellows on them. And she put herself in a position to make sure that she was at the right time, at the right place to create that war, to destroy them. And she had one supporter in all of that, a fellow named Bhim. Bhim used to think not with his brain, he used to think with his hands. She tell Bhim, kill him, Bhim kill him. Bhim asked no question, he want to know who dead, he just killed them. That was her support. Here it says, what those the Ashtavasus, I am seeing them in their original form. I am seeing the Ashwina twins. I am seeing the 49 Maruts. I am seeing the ancestors all looking upon you, O Shri Krishna, with amazement. Vedadam Sharavedyam Dharamagoptarameshwaram Patalini Disha Swaraga Bhuvam Vyapya Kilam Stitam. You are the knower, O Lord Ganesh, of all forms. You are the protector of Dharma. See the word, Dharma? A frightening word if you understand what it really means. A lot of people believe Dharma is religious. Dharma is not religious. The very first word in the Gita is Dharma. Dharma has nothing to do with religion. What does it do for a living? So where's your Dharma?
Engineering.
Yeah.
Your duty.
That has nothing to do with God. Whatever you're doing for a living, that is your Dharma, the one in the middle. What you're doing for a living, that is your Dharma. Perfect it. That could make you realize God. Praying don't make you realize God. Your Dharma makes you realize God. So Dharma Kshetra really means master what you do for a living. A mechanic Dharma is to fix car. That is his Dharma Kshetra. Mine is to knock bell. And I could knock a bell. Trust me. He says, you are the protector of that Dharma. You are the Lord of the universe, whom everyone waits upon that opportunity to serve you. You exist in everything, and you are the one who knows everything. Arjun says, Twamaksharam paramam veditabhyam Twamasya veshwa param nidhanam Twamabhyaya shashvata dharma gopta Sanatana Stvam Purusho Matome. You are that supreme indestructible who is worthy to be known by everyone. You are the one to whom this entire universe will have to surrender one day. You are the protector of this ageless Dharma. I consider you, I know for sure, you are the imperishable being. And I have said that all the time. People believe that you are to protect Sanatan Dharma. If Sanatan Dharma depend upon me, all of it dead already, you know. Sanatan Dharma doesn't need none of us, my friend. Sanatan Dharma is a Dharma that protects itself. You know what kind of lizard when you cut off its tail is grow back? What kind of lizard is that? Anyone, once you chop off its tail is grow back. That is Sanatan Dharma. People try to cut it all how? People try to cut it all how? One of the scholars on the Gita in India, the fellow named Ramakrishna Sarvapalli. Sarvapalli Ramakrishna. Yeah, he named, Ramakrishna. He was the president of India, eating beef every day. And he wrote a commentary on the Gita and said, yes, Arjuna eat, Krishna eat too. One day upon the time he said, why are you going to use that for toilet paper? Use that book, tear out every page and wipe yourself with it. And if you are that brave, throw it in the Hawankun and burn it. Burn it. He had the belly for that. I say when you're reading that in a singhasan one day, and you reach that verse, say it, tell your audience, Krishna need beef, Arjuna need beef. Say it. Say, I wouldn't say that. I said, then throw away the book. That is how internal people try to damage this. Forget the outsider. Internal people try to damage it. And they cannot do it. Because Sanatan Dharma is exactly that. It's the eternal truth. You can't destroy that. Nobody could. Nobody could. The Wright brothers created aviation. Yes, the Ramayana talk about the Pushpak Vimana, flying plane, but the Wright brothers was wrong. Them wasn't right. The man who they call Everest, who they say Mount Everest, they name after he was a cripple, But you name a mountain after he. Adam wasn't living in India. So how the bridge between India and Lanka named Adam? And plenty people calling that Adam Bridge. It wasn't Adam Bridge. Adam didn't build that. And the Indians in India saying break it down. Because it blocking the seaway. Ship had to make too much a trip to go wrong. So let me break it down and fix it. And a madman named Narendra Modi say, touch it. All you want to see war? Touch it. Who vex? It have no place. He say India, they have no place called India. The name of India is Bharat Varash. Who don't like it, leave and go. Put back the original name. I have no problem with that. Then I read in the papers, some idiot named Trudeau in Canada say, Modi sent a fella in Canada to kill a Sikh. Your head screw on, right? I say, so you know Modi sent the man? Yes. Who gave him a visa to come to Canada? It wasn't Modi. It's Trudeau who gave him it. So they didn't know he come to Canada to kill a man. You wait until he kill the man, go back in the airport, clear customs, go back in there, and then you say Modi killed the man. You know when Modi problem started? Vickramaditya. That is all Modi problem right now. You know who is Vickramaditya? Who is Vickramaditya? The shuttle that he land on the south of the moon. That is the name of it. Nobody in the world ever do it. One coolie man do it. One coolie man do it. And all his problems start after that. And he put the right name in, Vickramaditya. He get it right. Yeah. He don't have a second one like he boy. Beta lokas tatacha meva matam viksharupinam nana dishta karalamana nana vidya bisharadam. Oh Lord Ganesh, through these forms of yours, when I see it, I am frightened. But that is what you wanted. I'm giving you what you want. I am frightened. This face is not the pretty face we are accustomed seeing. This is a ferocious face. This is a horrible face. Rupam mahatte bahubhatra netram mahabaho bahubahuda padam bahudaram bahudranskaralam dreshta loka pratyatitasya tataham. Arjun said the same thing. When I see this form, I am frightened. The world is frightened and so am I. I am also frightened. I would love to debate a lot of things with a lot of people. Just pick the thing and let me go with it. I'll give you one little story. You see, sometimes you are amazed at if people really that stupid or they pretending to be stupid. When the British was ruling India, 600 or 800 Indians sneak out of India in a boat that they build. And they just start to sail. They know where they're going. You know where they ended up? In Canada. You know what the Canadian government say? Them not welcome here, they're dead. 2 years ago, Trudeau apologized for that. For leaving 800 people to die in the sea. And today he vexed one Sikh, walk Khalistan. Build Khalistan in Toronto. Yeah. Go build no Khalistan in India. All your butcher in India enough. You take away peace, you call it Afghanistan. Afghanistan was the home of Gandhari, the mother of the Mahabharata. She was born in Gandhari. Gandhari was born in a place called Gandhar, which is now called Afghanistan. You take away that from India. You take away the northeast, you call it Pakistan. Northwest. You take away part of the eastern coast, you call it Bangladesh. Bangladesh crying every day out, Pakistan go kill them. Indira Gandhi send the army in and blow them out on the map. Boy, on the Bangladesh flag had Indira Gandhi face. 1 year later, they kill all the Hindus in Bangladesh. Kill them out. The same ungrateful people. You still want to come and butcher India now. Who calling for Khalistan? Trudeau. That donkey in Toronto fighting for you in the next election. He's calling for Khalistan in India. When they introduce him to Modi, Modi say, who is he? Say, he's Trudeau. He say, who is Trudeau? Prime Minister Canada. He say, he's a little boy, he's a nobody. And Modi walk off on here and leave he riding. Modi get the President of the United States to walk barefoot in India. Barefoot. So this is my country, you do it my way. Biden take out the shoes and he take out the socks too. Right? And you want to come and divide a country. I say the same thing in Trinidad, you know. Give Tobago freedom. Dig a hole across Chaguanas, right across the whole country. Who living on that side, stay there. And we go handle ourselves down here. That was a nice idea. But they shut down the oil, so we go starve. They shut down the pitch lake. What we go eat now? Concrete? If we had the oil and we had the pitch lake, yeah, cut a road and all stay up there, man. All you stay north, we stay south. You understand? People like to talk that. Britain mash up every country on the face of the earth. Every single country Britain put their hand on, they mash it up. Today Scotland and what they own independence, and the Prime Minister in England crying, oh God, don't do that. We're going to happen to we after. It coming. In my lifetime, not going to happen. If somebody had told me in my lifetime the Berlin Wall was going to fall, I said, never know what they're talking about. And I've seen the Berlin Wall fall. You destroy everything. Don't you think those things going to have repercussion down the road? They're going to mash up their own now. When Quebec pull out, you had to Canada. If I want to go Canada to live, could you imagine I know English and can't go Canada, I know French? That's something I never do in my whole lifetime. You stay right there, Babi. I go stay in my little coolie tongue here. Arjun, crazy people. In Florida, I have to learn Haitian language in Florida. Because the Haitian don't have to learn English. But you have to learn Haitian. Why? Go back in Haiti? This is the problem. Everyone who sees this form is going to be frightened. Pralaya nalaya deeptasyam. This pralaya, this fire which appears from your body, appears like the dissolution of the universe. Jatilamana nabasprisham. But yet it illuminates the entire world. This fire, O Lord Ganesh, is causing fright in me. Danshkaralani chame mukhani drashtave kala nalasannabani disho najani nalabe cha sharma prasida devesha jagana nivasa. Arjun says the same thing. O Lord of the universe, my heart is beating a little too fast for me. I'm frightened. Deva manushya nagadya kalastadu dirashaya nanayoni bhujashtanate tabyaye pravishanti yaha. The humans, wicked people, they all enter into your stomach. It is frightening to see the way this blood is dripping from their life, from their body, when the life is coming out. That is what you wanted to see. The universal form is for destruction. It's not about Bhaja Govindam. That is the form to destroy. Yata pradiptam jwalanam patanga beshanti nashaya samreda vega tataiva nashaya bishanti lokas tatapi vatrani samreda vega. As the moth rushes into the lamp to be destroyed, Arjun says, in the same way, all these warriors on this field are rushing into you to be destroyed, to meet their doom, their destruction. Abaderat padyamanaste yataji bhuta vindata twamindragnir yamashchaiva niritivaruno marutaya. Just as water rises up to the clouds, turns into rain and falls back into the sea and becomes the sea again, in the same way, all the celestial beings are being destroyed by you, only to be regenerated when the new cycle begins. Bhakyake shastate shana soma surya kilama jagat namami tva mataswamin prasadam yame dunaha. All the celestials, including Chandrama, they are all bowing to you. They are all singing praises unto you. I now beseech you to have mercy upon me. Have mercy upon me. Have mercy upon me. Arjun says, Akyahimiko bhavanna rupo namastate devara prasida Jagyatu me chami bhavantamadhyam nahi prajanami tava pravetam. Tell me who you are, O Lord. Who is this terrible form? I do not know this form. Yet because of that fear, I bow to you. I bow to you. O best of the masters, be kind to me. I wish to know, why am I seeing this form? That is what he asks for. Darashayas nijamarupam saumyayat puravamikshitam kobidalilastage mana kriyamana nijetrayaha. That personal form which everybody worships, O Lord Ganesh, that is the form I want to see now. The one where we are accustomed to. I really want to see that form where I ask for again. I make a mistake. This form that we have worshipped has given us everything that we need. People don't understand the concept of Ganesh. You know? People do not understand the concept of Ganesh. When Ganesh worship is finished, that murti is submerged in a pond, a river, a lake, or the ocean. When I did the Ganesh Yag in New York, they said that can't happen, you know. It cannot happen. So what are we building a murti for? What are we going to do with it? So I went to the people in Rockaway. White lady bhikshu. Whoa, mama. Me and you in business. I have a problem. Who is you? Nobody really. But we are having a prayers where we make this image out of dirt, clay. Is it nice? And when we finish, we have to melt it. How? I say, by putting it in water. Oh, so you want to bring it in Rockaway? I say, yep. Are you bringing anything that is against the environment? Nope. Well, then bring it and do it. She know the murti had concrete in it. Sando buying. For Sando buying, you have cement. Make a murti out of concrete and let them have it, man. When Rockaway in the beach, do it. Submerge the murti. In the middle of summer, water freezing. I say, Babs, you're going in. I say, hey, see the S here? Doesn't mean stupid. It means smart. I'm not going in that cold water, my friend. All you young, all you go. Water freezing. We submerge the murti. Police come to lock me up one night because how one burning. You know the fire officer tell me? In America, when you have open fire, it must have a slab of meat on it. Barbecue. Open fire is barbecue for them. I say, no, they're not barbecue. They're serious thing. That's going up to heaven. And your great-grandfather might eat some too. So they give you an extinguisher. So we could out it in the event. I say, thank you very much. The rule's different. But they're not crazy, they understand. You know why they stop it after? A set of Trini and a set of Guyani in Oratri wrap up coconut in 50 yards of yellow cloth and one set of stupidness and throw it in the river and plug up the mouth. They ban everything Hindu now. So who do that? The Hindu do it to himself. They do it to themselves. Adrishta puravam rishitas madreshta bhayena cha pratatitam manome tadeva me darsha deva rupam prasida deveshe jaganivasaha. Be gracious to me, O Lord. My mind is happy, but yet it is tormented by fear. Kiritinam gadinam chakrahasta mrechami tvam darastu maham tateva tenaiva rupin chaturabhujena sahasrabaho bhava vishwamurti. Whichever direction I turn, your form is the same. You do not change. You are the same one. I want to see that forearm forward of Lord Vishnu, Arjun says, that I am accustomed to. Anugrahan maya dreshta meshwadam rupamidrisham jnana chaksho chacho dattam prasananeva tvaya mama. O Lord Ganesh, I am grateful for this opportunity that you have given to me. I am very pleased. I am very happy that you gave me that divine eye. But I want to see the normal form that I know about. I see enough of this. Nedamadu mahabaho mama pasyantya yoginaha sanakadya naradadhyava pasyanti madanugrahat. Lord Ganesh says, O mighty King, those who do not have discipline, those who do not practice yoga, will never get the opportunity to see this form. But the great yogis of Sanatana Dharma, the 4 sons of Brahma, Narad Muni, through my blessings, they have seen it. They have seen it. Maya prasena tavarjunedam rupam param darashitam atma yogat tejo mayam veshvamanantamadyam yaname twadanye nadreshta puravam. Lord Krishna said to Arjun, O Arjun, you have only seen this because I am pleased with you. This is my power. This is the supreme power. This is the infinite cosmic form which everything from this universe comes into that. The Englishman calls it the Big Bang Theory. If two things clash and bang, something had to fall, Nothing didn't fall. To wait. Have no Big Bang. They cannot understand the concept of the cosmos. They know, scientists now understanding that plants have life. They now understand that. And they're supposed to be the smartest people. He says, this form in action, O Arjun, none has seen it but you. Chatura Vedar Tatatwakya Chatur Shastra Bisharada Yagyadana Taponeshta Namirupam Vidantite. Even though one may be versed in the 4 Vedas and knows the meaning of the 4 Vedas, knowing all the sacred texts, one who is very happy in performing yajna, in giving charity, without my blessings you will not see this form. You could do how much yajna you want. From now till the world come to an end, you will never see this form. In the Bhagavad Gita it says, Na veda yajna dhayane nadane nacha kriya bherana tapo birugrai evamarup shakya aham niloke drashtu dvanyena kuru pravira. In this mortal world, O Arjun, I cannot be seen. None will see me except you. This was just to convince you what you want. Nobody else is going to see this. Not even through the study of the Vedas. No true rituals, no charity, no penance. Nothing could make you see this form. Shaktyoham bhikshitum agyatum praveshtum abhakti bhavata tvajabitim cha mohamacha pashyamam saumya rupinam. But I still give humans the opportunity to see it. How? Through bhakti, through devotion. Selfless devotion. You will see me. I will appear to you when the time is right. You have the ability. Discard fear. Discard anger. Discard greed. Worship me with love and devotion, and you are going to see me. Madabhakto matpara sarava sangahino madarata kret nishkriya sarava bhuteshu samo maveti bhupajaha. Sing in my glories. Any devotee of God who sings my glories, discarding all evil actions, discarding all evil ways and evil habits, surrender all karma to me, discard anger, look upon all life form with an equal eye, show compassion to everybody. You cannot discriminate if you're showing passion. Mercy. You pick and choose who you want to be merciful to. Imagine you in a puja and they give you the job to feed people. So you just bad lucky. You end up on the table that only had children. And you see a cocky eye fella sit down there, and you are like cocky eye people. So you are going and feed him? Who gives you the authority to make that decision? That is what the Ganesh Gita is saying. Do not discriminate against people. Look upon all with an equal eye. Every life form in this creation has a contribution to make. We just don't know what it is. know me, accept me, and recognize me, O King. Know me as the Lord of the universe. Accept me as the Lord of the universe, and recognize me in every life form in this universe. And then you are what is called a bhakta. That is what a devotee is. That is what a devotee is. A devotee, not a fellow put on a chandan and bowling, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam. He's not a bhakta. He's looking for bread and butter to eat. There's a beautiful verse in the Bhaja Govindam. I'll explain that verse to you. Book too small, I get a big book. My hand too big and the book too small. Bad business. Jatilo munadiya lomache kesha kashayambara bahu kritavisha pashana pina pashati mura yodara nimitama bahu kritavisha bhaj govindam govindam bhaja mudhamati. People who so lazy find time to grow big hair on their head, and them is Swami. Some fella shave out their head, put on yellow dress, them is Swami too. Say be careful with them. They only doing that to full their belly. They may know nothing about God. Don't get catching that. Some of the smartest people I meet is in Trinidad. Some of the stupidest people I meet is fellas who come out of India. Thinking that they come from the motherland, oh God, they must know something about this religion. One fella tell me he never pray in his life. His mother and father pray for he. Say, so when you go pray? He said, when my mother and father dead. And you think he was joking? He ain't joking, he's damn serious. You understand? People don't understand. All this dharma asks of people, make a self-sacrifice towards it. You have to do it yourself. Nobody can do it for you. Nobody. You're sick in the hospital, we might say a prayer so you and hope for the best. But when you come out, you still manage. You are even cool long and say, well, God, thank you. You understand what I mean? You have to be grateful. He says, look upon all life form with an equal eye. Accept me as the Lord of the universe and recognize me in every life. And when you do that, O Raja Bharenya, in the end, when your life departs from this body, you are going to merge into me. Bolo Shri Ganesh and Bhagavan ki jai. You want to give you a bhajan before we, or a chant before we do the arati? Sure.
He Ram, 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 He Ram. जग में सचो तेरो नाम हे राम हे राम हे राम हे राम तू ही माता तू ही पिता है तू ही माता तू ही पिता है तू है राधा का श्याम हे राम हे राम हे राम हे राम तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी तू अंतर्यामी सबका स्वामी तेरे चरणों में चारों धाम हे राम हे राम हे राम हे राम तू ही बिगाड़े तू ही सवारी तू ही बिगाड़े तू ही सवारी इस जगह के सारे का हे राम हे राम हे राम हे राम जग में सचो तेरो नाम हे राम हे राम हे
greatest name that ever existed. Ganesh knew that. Hanuman knew that too. Write that on a stone and throw it in the water and it float. Ram took up a stone and threw it in the water and it sank. So he said, he make a mistake. The stone maybe had a hole in it. So he took up the next one and he throw it. Sink. Just that name. The greatest name that was ever written. And it all connects into one. Once we could connect the dots, we're good to go. Bolo Shri Ganesh and Bhagavan Ki Jai. All will stand as we join together in singing the arti. Om Jai Ganapati Deva. Om Jai Ganapati Deva. Prabhu Jai Ganapati Deva. Vigana Vinashana Swami.
Vigana Vinashana Swami.
Sukha Sampati Deva. Om Jai
Ganapati Deva.
Parvati Putra Kahavo. Shankar Sutta Swami.
Prabhu Shankar Sutta Swami.
Gajananda Gananayaka.
Gajananda Gananayaka.
Bhaktandayanugami. Om Jai
Ganapati Deva.
Vedi Sedike Malika Moshakaya Savari.
Prabhu Moshakaya Savari.
Kar jori vinati kare.
Kar jori vinati kare.
Ananda Yusabhari.
Om Jai Ganapati Deva.
Prathama aapko pujat Shubha Mangala Data.
Prabhu Shubha Mangala Data.
Siddhi ho ye sab karaj.
Siddhi ho ye sab karaj.
Daridra hata jata. Om Jai
Ganapati Deva.
Sunda Sundala Dunda Dundala Mastaka Parachanda.
Prabhu Mastaka Parachanda.
Karaj Siddha Karavo.
Karaj Siddha Karavo.
Kato Savabhanda. Om Jai
Ganapati Deva.
गणपति जी की आरती जो कोई नर गावे.
प्रभु जो कोई नर गावे.
दारू का भावती.
दारू का भावती.
निश दिन सुख पावे. ओम जय
गणपति देवा.
जय गणपति देवा. प्रभु जय गणपति देवा. विघ्न विनाशन स्वामी.
विघ्न विनाशन स्वामी.
सुख संपत्ति देवा. ओम जय
गणपति देवा.
ओम जय गणपति देवा.
ओम जय गणपति देवा.
ओम त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव. त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव. त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव. त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देवा. ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। बोलो श्री गणेश नंद भगवान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय। सियापति रामचंद्र की जय। जगत जननी श्री दुर्गा माता की जय। बोलो सनातन धर्म की जय। Devotees, you may kindly take your seats.